Welcome to your IELTS Listening Test by Inzpira. To get the best results, we recommend opening the question paper in a separate tab while playing the audio in the background. This will help you focus and simulate the real exam experience. You can download the question paper and answer key bundle from the link in the description below. If you find this test helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more IELTS practice tests and expert guidance. Your support helps us create more valuable content for you. Now let's begin your IELTS listening test. Good luck.
This is the IELTS Listening Test by Inzpira. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be 4 sections, and you will hear each recording only once. At the beginning of each section, you will hear a short introduction about the situation and the speakers. At the end of the test, you will have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet. Now look at the instructions for Section 1. You will have some time to look at the questions before the recording starts. Section 1. You will hear a conversation between a community center clerk and a woman booking a room for a family event. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 10.
Hello, welcome to the Oakwood Community Center. How can I assist you today?
Hi there. I'd like to book a room for an event. My name's Sarah Jenkins.
Lovely to meet you, Sarah. What type of event are you planning?
It's a family reunion. We've got relatives coming from all over, and it's been ages since we last got together.
That sounds wonderful. And when would you like to hold this reunion?
We're looking at June 15th. It's a Saturday, so it works well for most of the family.
June 15th, got it. How many guests are you expecting to join you?
I'd say about 50 people. It's a big family, and we're hoping everyone can make it.
50. All right. Now, we've got a couple of rooms available. There's the main hall, which can hold up to 80, or the garden room, which is smaller, about 30 capacity. Which one would you prefer?
Oh, definitely the main hall. We'll need the extra space, especially if a few extra cousins show up.
Good choice. Can I have your contact number in case we need to reach you?
Sure. It's 0789123456. That's my mobile.
Perfect, I've got that down. What time were you thinking of starting the event?
I was hoping for around 3 p.m. That gives people time to travel and settle in.
3 p.m. works well. Now, do you need any additional services? We can offer catering, a sound system, or even some basic decorations if you'd like.
Oh, catering would be fantastic. We'll be too busy catching up to cook ourselves. Could you tell me what's included?
Of course. Our catering package has a buffet option with sandwiches, salads, and desserts. We can customize it if you have preferences.
That sounds perfect. Let's go with that.
Great, I'll note that down. Just a heads up, June 15th is a popular date here, so I'll need to double-check availability with my manager. It's possible someone else has their eye on the main hall.
Oh, I really hope it's free. It's the only date that works for us.
I understand. I'll do my best to secure it for you. How would you like to confirm the booking once we've checked?
I'll come in person. It's easier to sort out any details face-to-face.
No problem at all. I'll give you a call at that number if there's any update before then. Anything else you'd like to ask about?
Not right now, thanks. You've been really helpful.
My pleasure, Sarah. I hope your reunion goes brilliantly.
That is the end of Section 1. Section 2. You will hear a guide giving information about a local farmer's market. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 20.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the weekly tour of the Hillview Farmers Market. I'm your guide today and I'm excited to show you around. We're open every Saturday from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m, rain or shine, right here in the town square. The market's main goal is to promote local businesses, farmers, bakers, artisans, you name it. It's all about giving residents access to fresh, homemade goods while supporting the community. You'll notice a real buzz here today. There are over 30 stalls to explore. For instance, at the tasting stalls, you can sample some delicious homemade jams. We've got strawberry, blueberry, even a spicy chili jam if you're feeling adventurous. The market's been running for 10 years now, and it's grown from just a handful of vendors to this lively event you see today. Let's talk about some of our standout stalls. First up, Honey Haven. They offer a variety of flavoured honeys, like lavender, cinnamon and wildflower. It's all sourced from local beehives, and the owners are happy to chat about their process. Then there's Green Roots, where you'll find organic vegetables grown right here in Hillview. Think carrots, potatoes and leafy greens, all pesticide-free. If you've got a sweet tooth, Baker's Bliss is a must-visit. They've got breads, pastries and their famous cinnamon rolls fresh from the oven every week. Over at Craft Corner, you'll see handmade jewellery and pottery, perfect for a unique gift or souvenir. Spice Stop is another gem, with an amazing range of spices and seasoning blends. They've got everything from smoky paprika to curry mixes that'll transform your cooking. And finally, Fruit Fiesta specialises in fresh seasonal fruits, apples and pears in autumn, berries in summer. It's all picked within a day of the market, so you're getting the freshest produce around. Feel free to wander, ask questions, and enjoy the atmosphere. Have a great time.
That is the end of Section 2. Section 3. You will hear a conversation between 3 university students discussing a group project. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 30.
Okay, team, let's get this environmental studies project sorted. The deadline's in 3 weeks, so we need to hit the ground running. Any ideas for a topic?
How about something on climate change? It fits the course perfectly, and there's tons of material out there.
Yeah, I'm with Sophie. Climate change is a solid choice. It's relevant, and we can all find something to focus on.
All right, climate change it is then. The professor said it has to tie into the course themes, so that works. Now, we've each got to present for at least 5 minutes, which means we need a decent chunk of content. How about we split the tasks?
Good idea. Also, can we set a regular meeting time? I'd say every Wednesday. It's the one day we're all free after class.
Wednesdays work for me.
Perfect, every Wednesday it is. Let's figure out who's doing what. Sophie, you're good with visuals. Want to handle the slides?
Sure, I can do the slides. I'll need the research first, though. Can you have it ready by next Friday, Liam?
Yeah, I'll take the research. Next Friday's fine. I'll dig into some articles and stats on climate trends. Maya, what about you?
I'll do the data analysis. I can crunch some numbers on carbon emissions or temperature changes. I'll aim to finish by next Tuesday, so Sophie can use it for the slides.
Great. Next Monday's my target for the slides then, once I've got everything from you both.
Sounds like a plan. We should do a practice run too. How about next Wednesday? All of us together so we can tweak anything that's off.
Next Wednesday's good. It'll give us a week to polish it before the deadline.
Agreed. Oh, and who's handling the final submission? That's always a bit stressful.
I can do it. I'll make sure it's all uploaded by the deadline. Just send me your parts when they're ready.
Brilliant. Let's aim to have everything wrapped up a couple of days early if we can. I'll start researching tonight. Any specific areas you want me to focus on?
Maybe look at recent climate policies. That could tie into the slides nicely.
And some hard data, like global warming stats, would help my analysis.
Got it. Policies and data. All right, team. We're off to a strong start. Let's keep the momentum going.
That is the end of Section 3. Section 4. You will hear a university lecturer talking about urban gardening. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's lecture. I'm Dr. Helen Carter, and we're diving into the topic of urban gardening, essentially growing plants in city areas. It's a trend that's taken off in recent years, and it's not hard to see why when you look at the benefits. For starters, urban gardening improves air quality. All those plants, whether they're on rooftops, balconies, or in backyards, act like natural filters, soaking up carbon dioxide and pumping out oxygen. It's a small but real boost for city environments. Another big plus is that it reduces food costs for households. If you're growing your own herbs, vegetables, or even fruits, you're cutting down on grocery bills and getting fresher produce to boot. And beyond that, it encourages community interaction. I've seen neighborhoods transformed when people start sharing seeds, swapping tips, or working together on a shared plot. It builds a sense of connection that's often missing in urban life. Of course, it's not all smooth sailing. There are challenges to tackle. One major issue is limited outdoor space. In cities, you're lucky to have a tiny balcony, let alone a full garden, so space is at a premium. Then there's the soil. Urban soil can contain pollutants like heavy metals or chemicals from years of industrial use, which makes it risky for growing edible plants. And don't forget the upkeep. It requires regular maintenance. You've got to water consistently, pull weeds, and keep an eye on pests, which can feel like a full-time job in itself. So, how do we overcome these hurdles? One smart solution is vertical gardening, using walls, shelves, or stacked planters to make the most of small spaces. It's efficient and can even look pretty striking. Another step is to test the soil with testing kits. They're affordable and let you check for contaminants before you plant anything you'll eat. And finally, I'd recommend getting local volunteer groups involved. They can bring expertise, extra hands, and sometimes even funding to get projects off the ground. Cities like Bristol and Portland have seen huge success with this approach. That's the overview for today. Next time, we'll look at some case studies of urban gardening projects around the world. Any questions before we wrap up?
That is the end of Section 4. You now have 10 minutes to transfer your answers to the answer sheet.